In the quiet rural outskirts of Market Hill in 1970, a bread delivery man named Matt was going about his usual evening rounds. With a heart full of cheer and a van brimming with the aroma of fresh loaves, he navigated the winding country lanes, delivering to the isolated homes scattered amidst the green fields. This routine had become second nature to Matt, who had been making these deliveries for years. Matt was a man of flamboyance, never missing an opportunity to flash his cash-filled wallet to his customers. He reveled in the thrill of displaying his earnings, a spectacle that was as much a part of his routine as the bread delivery itself. Little did he know that this bravado was setting the stage for a night that would change his life forever. On this particular cold, windy, and rainy Saturday night, Matt drove his bread van down a narrow country lane, oblivious to the danger that lurked ahead. As he stopped at the isolated farmhouse of Johnny the auctioneer, an odd detail stood out. Johnny was not home. Matt was used to the routine: deliver the bread, leave it in the box, and continue on his way. But on this frigid, rain-soaked night, his routine was about to be shattered. As Matt stepped out of his van, he was met not by the comforting solitude of Johnny's empty house, but by the menacing presence of two shadowy figures. Matt, the flashy bread delivery man, who was always quick to show off his wad of cash, was suddenly held at bay by the cold, hard metal of a .45 revolver. The other figure, quick and silent, snatched Matt's wallet, leaving him powerless against the cruel twist of fate. The bandits, their identities hidden in the dark, forced Matt into an old barn. The heavy wooden door slammed shut, echoing through the silence of the night. The bolt slid into place, locking Matt in his makeshift prison. The bandits, their mission accomplished, disappeared into the darkness, swallowed by the night just as quickly as they had appeared. With Matt helplessly trapped, the bandits disappeared into the night, leaving behind a crime scene that would baffle the locals for decades to come. Matt's cries for help were lost in the wind, a chilling reminder of the night's events that would echo through the quiet country lane for years to come. It was only when the party-loving Johnny returned home that the eerie silence struck him as unusual. The usually bustling farmhouse was still, the only sound being the chilling howl of the wind. As he approached, Johnny stumbled upon the bread box untouched, and a sense of dread washed over him. In the cold, haunting darkness, he found Matt, shivering and traumatized, locked in the old barn. The reality of the crime began to sink in. A desperate call was made to the Market Hill police, who promptly arrived at the scene. The local law enforcement, aided by reinforcements, undertook an extensive search operation. The countryside was combed, sniffer dogs were brought in, and residents were questioned. But the mystery only deepened. No trace of the robbers was found, no clues left behind, and the stolen money remained unrecovered. Despite their best efforts, the robbers vanished without a trace, taking with them not just Matt's money but also the peace of this small town. More than half a century has passed since that fateful night, and the mystery of the robbers' identity still remains. The case of the bread delivery man and the bandits has slipped into the annals of local folklore, a tale told and retold, each iteration adding a new layer of intrigue. Questions continue to swirl around the identities of these elusive criminals. Were they local residents, familiar with the habits of Matt and Johnny? Or were they outsiders, passing through the town and seizing an opportunity? The passing of Johnny the auctioneer has only deepened the enigma. The isolated farmhouse stands empty now, a silent sentinel holding the secrets of that night. Yet, it is said that the house is not entirely devoid of life. Locals whisper of strange sounds echoing in the dead of night, a man's desperate cries carried by the wind, chilling the bones of those who hear it. They say it's Matt, his spirit unable to rest, forever reliving the horror of that night. While the police files gather dust and the memories of that night grow hazy with time, the legend lives on, fueled by speculation and the eerie sounds from the old farmhouse. As the mystery remains unsolved, the echoes of Matt's cries serve as a chilling reminder of that cold, windy, rainy Saturday night in 1970, forever etched in the history of Market Hill.